Hey everyone, this is Silver from the Silver and Shadow Hub. Now today the anime I'm going to talk about is Blast of Tempest, or Zetsuen no Tempest, however you want to call it. Now Blast of Tempest first aired October 5th, 2015. I mean, what? 2012. And then it ended on March 29th, 2013. It has 24 episodes. The manga started 2009, August, and ended the same day. I think the same day, March 2013. They don't have a day. I was not able to find when it ended. It ended in March 2013. All I know is that it's got 9 volumes. Now, Blast of Tempest revolves around two teenage high schoolers, Fuwa Mahiro and Takigawa Yoshino. Both normal high schoolers. Takigawa Yoshino is just a regular high school kid. Fuwa Mahiro is a rich high school kid. He's not snotty or anything like that though. He's just a regular dude. He has a stepsister who, I should not be saying this, but I might as well. His stepsister, his name is Aika. Aika Mahiro, I forgot her last name. And she is secretly dating Takigawa Yoshino behind Mahiro's back because they're scared to see how he reacts. Now anyway, one day Mahiro's coming from, I guess, a date, because they don't say where he was coming from, or at least I don't remember. He comes home to the mansion. He sees his sister sitting down in the middle of the mansion. He walks up to her, conversating like nothing, until he notices a pool of blood pretty much all over the white floor. And I guess she's been stabbed in the stomach. Now when he sees it, he starts freaking out. Freaks out so much that he vows to seek revenge of the person, to seek revenge for her, to find the person who killed her and killed him or her himself. Now, you all know, like I just said, Yoshino was dating her, so he freaks out too. He freaks out so much that he even passed out from shock. That's how much he freaked out. This anime does quote 2 books from Hamlet. Shakespeare, I mean. 2 books from Shakespeare, Hamlet, and a book called The Tempest. Both books about revenge, but both books have different endings. What else? There are powers in the anime. There's 2 types of powers. There's offensive magic and there's defensive magic. There's only one person in the anime that can use offensive magic. I will not say his name. And only pretty much everybody, almost everyone can use defensive magic. I won't say who, because like in the 2 episodes later you'll find out who. I'm trying to remember what else. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm not going to go more into detail. I will say this though, that Mahiro disappears a year later after his sister dies. For what reason, nobody knows. And Yoshino goes to visit his grave when suddenly he is interrogated by a sexy female, of what he calls it, until she pulls out a shotgun and aims it at his forehead, which he starts shitting bricks until Mahiro saves him. Now that's all I'm gonna say. Now I'll explain the defensive magic. The defensive magic works like this. If you're not part of the clan that uses defensive magic, you have to use a talisman. Either a talisman like a little doll, or a ring, like in a, what do you call it, Hitman Reborn, where they put rings on. And just like Hitman Reborn, when the magic runs out, the ring breaks. Now the talismans do 2 things. Obviously defense. And if you've ever seen the movie Jumper, that's another thing they can do. They can jump at high speed, which basically looks like they're teleporting. Now the cool thing I like about the defensive magic is, say, as long as you have a talisman, say you fall off a building, you will not die because the talisman will automatically save your life. But it may break in the process. That's the only thing that will happen. Because the more you use the talisman, the more it's going to break. Now, if you're part of the clan that uses the defensive magic, for you to use the magic, you have to you have basically, for example, if I had like a can of soda in my hand, and for me to use the magic, if I was part of the clan, I would have to sacrifice. I would have to transmute that soda into power, and then I can make a barrier. I can jump. I can make my barrier stretch at any length or anything. My barrier can attack you like tentacles, basically. Now the offensive magic, it's much different. Only one person has the offensive magic. Ow. He doesn't have to sacrifice objects in order to use his powers. He can do them whenever he wants. His power His power is more superior than the defensive magic, and he can make his power into any shape or form. Like he can make it into a sword, a shield, a flying disc, like the destructo disc from Dragon Ball Z. Anything pretty much. He can fly. Oh yeah, and they can fly. I forgot to say that. If they want to. What else? The anime is actiony, which I do like it. It's suspenseful, it's dramatic too at some points, but at sometimes it does get confusing. Like, I guess you could call it in the middle of the series where they finally reach their objective. It gets insanely confusing. Now on to the bad things. There's only one bad thing I like, and that's the reason why his sister died. I'm not going to say why she died or how she died or what the reason was. I'm just going to say the reason why she died was kind of stupid. That's all I'm going to say. And another thing is, it's not a good or bad thing, it's just something that I should say. The clan that uses defensive magic is only able to use that magic because they worship a tree called... I forgot his name. I forgot what the tree was called. And the same reason why the guy uses offensive magic is because he worships the tree. Well, he doesn't worship, he just automatically... The tree automatically chose him to be the new successor. The Tree of Exodus, I think it's what it's called. Both trees are basically gods of the planet. Like the defensive magic tree is basically the good god. Nah, I'll just stop talking. I'm not gonna go more into it. The anime has 2 openings, 2 endings. Each character is kind of cool. Like Mahiro, he was aggressive. He wants to get revenge for his sister. The planet, I will say this, the planet is in danger, but he doesn't give a damn. He wants to find the person and kill him. And Yoshino is the opposite of him. He doesn't care. He cares, but he doesn't want to find revenge. He does want to find the person and ask them why they did it, but he's not going to kill that person. He'll probably kick that person's ass, but he's not going to kill that person. I've seen the anime, so I'm not going to tell you what happens. Yoshino is cool and calm until like a certain point, which is kind of shocking. Ugh. Each character has its own personality, like every other anime. And the final good thing I will say, every anime does this. Every anime tries to make the last episode the best they can. The last episode in this anime, to me, it was amazing. Aside from Mahiro and Yoshino, there's other people that join their team, I will say that, but I'm not going to say their names. It's them and their team going up against every military power in the world. So, United States, China, Europe, Iraq, all that stuff. Every military power. And they go all out. Yeah, that's all I gotta say, really. Overall, I would recommend this anime to somebody if they want like an action anime with suspense in it. I would recommend it. There's only 24 episodes. There's nothing else. No side stories, no movies, nothing. So I will see you next time in the next video I make Sunday or Monday. Bye-bye.